Hey guys, and welcome to scripting tutorial number 11, in which you are gonna learn about arguments slash parameters, and if we have some time, about some built-in functions. So what is an argument? An argument is when you create function like this, and then in those brackets you put some kind of argument, and argument is like a variable var, and then comma var 1, because you can put anything in there, and you can put multiple arguments. So it's like a variable, but you can only use it in those in the function, and this part between function, just the beginning to the end, it's called script scope. What is an argument and how to use it? So to use an argument, first of all, to test that, you need to call a function, or just write a function name which is called multiply, and in those brackets, and they are not useless. You can like do that. You just call it equal, like so, and then equals var times var 1, like so, and then we need to use local. It's because it prints the warning, not just displays, because you might get just use this equal again, and then some things should mess up. Also, I want to point that out, that you cannot use that before this, because script reads that like so. Function multiply, I have the name. Oh, it has even the arguments, then equal equals this times this. Okay, wait, what is a multiply function? But that's because the script goes line by line, and it just remembers that. So yeah, you need to use it after just setting the function name and stuff. And we also gonna write like this, return equal, and then we are gonna do like that. Also, if you wanna know what does returning mean, you should watch the previous tutorial about returning. And then print. Also, print is a built-in function, and it has the arguments, So yeah, that's if you are wondering. And then you need to use those brackets. Wait, why? Oh, because that's not the name. You need function multiply, like so. And now we should play and see that it should. Oh, that's a problem, because I didn't set the var and var 1, So yeah, you need those two arguments in order to not to get this error. So let's just arguments could be any arguments that can just be used in the functions, like in this example, just number times number, because you cannot just multiply a string value or a word, or for example, object value or vector free value. That just doesn't make any sense. And if you are wondering what are those values, you can just watch my, I believe, second tutorial about types of values. So yeah, and then we just need to do like this, 5 comma 10, or any number, because 5 is var 1, so or just var, and we wanna multiply 5 by 10 by var 1. So yeah, and then we get 50, and we can write any number. I can show you, like I can write this really long number, and just type 0, and what do we get? Of course, 0. Well, if we write 2452, it should get a lot more, that number, and that's a scientific number, I guess, because it has too many digits. So yeah, that's the arguments. Well, you don't need to return this, but it's just a bit better if you return this. But if you wanna print that, you can do like this, equal, and then if we play, it should say nothing. Why? Oh, that's because I didn't call the function. That makes sense. You need to call it in order to work, because the script just remembers that, and I know it just stores into RAM or something. I'm not a computer scientist. And if we wrote multiply and then 40, 9, it should write everything correctly, or not? Oh, wait a second, something is not right. Weird. Oh, because it just could multiply twice, so that's a weird thing, you know. But now it should work. Yes, 360. No scope. Okay, now that's pretty much it to all the arguments slash parameters of the function, and that's pretty useful to use them. For example, if you want to do something similar to this, or just, I don't know. But I'm gonna show you a couple examples of built-in functions which also use arguments. So, as I showed you before, there is a print function, and you just write anything, you know. You can write string values, I don't know, only string values, you know, because you can't print, well, you can print numbers, like this, and it just, I believe, converts to string, but you can't, like, print object values, like script.parent. It just doesn't work like that. Well, it does work. I believe it when you just write print, it uses the function toString, which I also showed you before. This one, toString, and just converts any value that you put here. Let's just check. For example, vector3 dot new 441 comma 0 comma 7, and it should still work. Yes, it does work. So it just converts to string. That's pretty useful. Now then I think I'm gonna use something like with script.parent, you know. And then if you write column, you see all those functions, and some of them you may not see because it modified my studio a bit, and it shows some deprecated functions, or just really old ones. So yeah, for example, this one, it just shows you things that you may not see. So yeah, some of the functions are used for if statements. Some of them just can use any moment, like destroy, with capital D, and it just removes object from the workspace and sets the parent to nil, and disconnects it and just closes the parent. And if we try this, it should destroy the script itself. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? The parent of property is locked. Wait, what? That's weird. I never had this error. Oh, I know why that error occurred, because I tried to destroy the workspace, and you cannot destroy services. So services are those things that you see, and those things now. Just top things, I guess, which you cannot create or destroy. And there are more services that are hidden, And now if we check, yeah, script gets destroyed. And you don't really need to destroy only script. You can destroy it like script dot parent dot base plate, no, dot base plate, and then it should work the same way. Yes, you just destroy the base plate and I fall off. Now there are more those functions like clone, and then it just clones the script, it just duplicates it, and yeah, you don't see it, and that's the reason, because its parent is nil. It's somewhere I think somewhere in the game, or just above the game or something, I don't know. But you can write you can set a variable of it. For example, thing equals this, and then thing dot parent equals workspace, and it should work like this. Should just clone it right here somewhere, or not. Okay, that's weird. Can I do like this? Script dot parent. I think it should work like that. I'm not sure. Where is you? Oh, I think I cloned the base plate. Yeah. Okay. You can clone anything by this function, you know. Well, except for services. And you need column. Yeah. And that's also the error which I never got for some reason, because that was my stupid writing. Wait, what? What's up with those functions? Errors? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. Okay, enough cloning, because I get some weird ass errors, which I never got, literally. Okay. No, it's not spawn. I need script. Script dot parent. No, not dot parent. Just script. What else we can do? Find first child, or just wait for child is used in if statements, and there is a timeout for wait for child. Well, after the amount that you entered in the argument, like 5 seconds or something, it just moves along, or else it just would stop and print a warning that infinite yell possible or on something. Now string child name, you just write first of all script for workspace. Let's do workspace column wait for child, and then strings, not free, to for example base plate. Okay, and then when it does that, it just waits and does nothing, and until it finds it, and then just moves along in those lines. So yeah, that's the thing. And now find first child, for example base plate, and this function doesn't wait, it just I don't know, when it finds, it just checks if it is, well it is, well just it's used in if statements, you know, because it just doesn't wait, it just checks. If it is, then it returns true, and if it's not, then it returns false. And that says exactly this explanation bar, I guess. And yeah, as you can see, you can read this. No, it returns nil, not true. Yes. And then there is a recursive boolean. And then second argument does that if you like search in workspace and you set the second argument to true, when it searches all its children, so those things, it just checks in every single place in the workspace. So yeah, and now I don't know what else can I show you. Class, just class name. If you put it, it's just basically the same as find first child, but with the class name, and it doesn't have the recursive argument. And then get children. It's something to do with tables, and I'm gonna show you not in the beginner series, but in the start of skilled series, or I don't really know how I call this. Probably skilled, and that's to do something with tables, and where just those things, table equals those brackets, and well, you cannot call this table because it is reserved for a function. Well, what can I also show you? Is a sometimes it's used because it's just something like find for child, but with the class name. So for example, park, and if there is no such class name, then it just prints the warning. So yeah, then script column, I don't use those things because I don't really know why. I think because it just, you can use the find for child function, I believe. Remove is deprecated, yeah, wait for child, children, clone, those are deprecated, you know. And that's basically it for the basic built-in functions, which you just can just look in the object browser on anything. There usually are clear all children, clone, destroy, find for child of class, get children, get full name, get hash is not thing. And yeah, that's because I changed my settings, I believe, and that's how I get those secret functions. Destroy, well, children is deprecated. What else? There are those, I believe it's called just those properties, yeah. Then we just have events, which you are gonna learn later, and that's basically it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more functions, you can just check the Roblox wiki by pressing F1 in the studio, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.